Why is the word Filipino spelt with an F? But the Philippines, the place the Filipino person is from, is spelt with a PH. Vampires. As far as the vampire subculture and vamps in media go, all vamps are the same or have most of the same traits. Their powers may vary from vamp to vamp or from show to show or from movie to movie. Hence why I always say there are different species of vamps out there. We as vampires might feed off of other living species for survival. So I guess technically that makes us parasites. But we don't all look alike. And according to folklore, different vamps from different countries look differently, did different things, and vary in so many different ways. So, because I have no life, I researched different species and breeds of vamps from different countries. I'm gonna throw out 5 of them that I found kind of interesting. Number 1, Sanbo Sam. African vampires that were only seen in or amongst forests in Africa. They're supposed to have metallic looking teeth and hooks for hands or feet, probably just curved claws. It's said that these vamps will wait in trees for hunters looking for wild animals and then attack them. Or lure the hunters in by dangling their hook feet from trees, then attack them from above when a person came to see what the appendage was. So I'm guessing these vamps aren't allergic to sunlight. Number 2, Danag. Danag. We're gonna go with Danag. A race of vampires from the Philippines. These vampires lived and worked peacefully with humans and even aided them in gardening and planting. They made sure that their human neighbors would always have rich crops and endless food. It's said that one day while working, a woman cut her finger deep enough that blood was pouring out. The vampire noticed this, and to keep the wound clean, he offered to drink her blood to prevent infection. Right. In doing so, he realized how much better and healthier human blood was. Another person's mouth on your open gash to prevent infection. And she fell for this. Okay. He then drained her body of all its blood. He sucked all the blood out her body through her finger. Once the secret of how much better human blood was got out, the Danag vampires turned on their human friends and began hunting humans at night. So I'm guessing these Filipino vampires only fed on animals before this. Number 3, Buddha. Buddha from India. A person in India that either had a serious mental illness, was seriously disfigured or handicapped in some way before they passed away. Or a person who was killed via suicide or murder are supposed to come back to life as a vampire. Ooh. India is picky when it comes to their vampirism. Due to the fact that the people in India considered Earth to be a sacred place, Buddha vamps never touch the ground, so they hover. It's said in Indian folklore that they could live in different forms, including a bat, an owl. So we have blood-sucking bats and owls in India, okay? A ball of light or a humanoid mist, and they do not cast a shadow. This is how some people in India could tell if someone is a vampire among them. Because, I would think hovering around in a crowd of people would be a dead giveaway, but they also use their light or mist form to possess the bodies of freshly deceased people and use the reanimated bodies to drink the blood of others. They come out at night to hang out in cemeteries and feed on corpses. Yummy. But they do feed on the living. They won't kill a person. Oh, that's nice. But the person will get sicker as the days go on and eventually they'll die anyway. Well, that sucks. Once the people in India discover Buddha, they usually offer food and general safety as peace offerings, which keeps the vampires from attacking them or their loved ones. So India has some sort of vampire zombie hybrid. Fun. Number 4, a Z-Man from South Africa. A Z-Man vamps were said to transform into bats because of course they were, as well as other creatures. All known as Z-Men were females only. So why are they not called as the women? They were not allergic to sunlight and can easily pass as a normal human female during the day, but would be a raging blood-sucking monster at the moment of nightfall, like my last 3 ex-girlfriends. They were also known to have a silly fetish for accounting, and because of this, South Africans would protect themselves by keeping a large quantity of something by their door or by their windows of their home, like rocks, nails, a broom for the bristles, rice or seeds, etc. The urge to have to count it will slow the vampire down enough to allow a human to escape. Number 5, Laneshore. A Malaysian or Indonesian vampire. Another species of vampire that can only be a female. She's said to be a very beautiful ghost of a woman who died while pregnant or giving birth. Sheesh. She's supposed to be physically beautiful with ankle-length black hair. Ankle length. Wow. At times she is said to resemble a floating woman's head, spine, hanging guts attached. What is so beautiful about that? With long nails. What is so beautiful about that? And she dressed only in greenish robes. She also favors feeding on human children more than adults. There's a lot more to her having to do with getting rid of her, and it's a lot of silliness that I don't feel like reading. And it has a lot to do with putting her long hair into a hole in the back of her neck, which makes her body and mind human again. Until she dances in any way to any song. Dancing on beat to music breaks the vampirism and turns her back into a full Langshore vampire instantly. So seeing this beautiful girl twerking would kill you. Good to know. Well, I just found these 5 things really quick out the blue. It got kind of interesting reading the folklore as far as vampirism goes in other countries from back in the day. But I think I'm gonna stop here. I really didn't know there was like a different looking or acting vampire for every country. In any event, hit me up on the Gram Machine. Tell me a species of breed or country that isn't on this list. Tell me about a vampire that is from a whole different culture that is not one of these 5. What is your favorite one? Mine is this guy. As Beast like to say, bye.